Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sukrita ma'am.
And then if the speaker will invite the next speaker, then we won't have silences. Yes?
Okay, great. So is there anybody who would like to go first? Who would like to start off? Udayan sir, wonderful. Please.
Okay, good evening to all. And we got a good training from Ms. Doris, and we are very happy. We have introduced in the pretext program in our school, Heritage. And then now we are shifting to giving training to others. That's so happy. And thank you, Sunita ma'am, for that's a trusting on us and given the opportunity to giving training to others, other school. And the other teachers are coming, they are coming on time. And we are trying to give the best to giving training to them. And we are really very excited to meet the other school teachers to giving the training. And we are the best thing is that the team that the Devyani is working day and night for bringing into the to happen in the other schools as well. And along with me, there's a Shweta ma'am is there. And she's also wonderful. That's explaining each and everything to the teachers, those who are coming from different other schools. So that's my experience within this very short time. And I invite to Shweta ma'am to share your experience for this training program. Thank you very much to everybody. Shweta
Good
ma'am,
evening, and thank you so much, Udayan sir. So, Udayan sir is rightly said. Actually, we are the blessed people, and Sunita ma'am is trusted on us, and we give this wonderful opportunity to be the part in the pretext, and it is really an awesome experience with other teachers also. There, we just कि हम लोग उनको बहुत अच्छे से वो ट्रेंड कर पा रहे हैं really another level of experience कि जो हम सिर्फ सीख नहीं रहे सिखा रहे हैं ये अपॉर्चुनिटी अपने आप में सबसे बड़ा अनोखा अनुभव है so really wonderful so I'm really appreciating to the Doris and Sunita Swaraj ma'am and the other schools there where we are teaching and I really appreciate to Devyani so she's not a bridging with us she is doing a great job to the pretext. So thank you so much to each one of you and trusting on us, Sunita ma'am. Thank you so much. I am inviting Abhilasha ma'am.
First of all, thank you, Doris, for introducing this pedagogy to me personally, because Udayan sir is calling me small Doris, yeah, Chota Doris, because I am so much comfortable with this pedagogy, I cannot tell you. I can take up this class anytime. I don't need to plan for this. You can ask Devyani ma'am. In previous, I think, session when teachers have come for observation, one of our teacher was absent, and we have to show them like how we are teaching Hindi in our class. So I said I will go for this because I don't need to plan. I'm so comfortable with this pedagogy that I can do it anytime. So you can see this, the confidence is there. I can go anywhere and do teach with this pedagogy. So I'm very comfortable. I feel I can make other people also comfortable in this, and I can train them to be comfortable with this pedagogy. So thank you. Now I'm inviting Tanvi ma'am.
Thank you, Abhilasha ma'am. I would like to agree with whatever Abhilasha ma'am and Udayan sir said, and would add on to that of course it's been a very positive experience. There are a lot of pedagogies that end up fizzling and dying out. It was not the case with this one. The kids in particular are really enjoying it. In fact, I've had classes wherein they ask for it, they demand it, and I give them options. Okay, how would you like to go ahead with it? They're like, ma'am, we'd like to doodle and do that, or we want to do the listening thing. So it's something that they actually look forward to. So that's been great. It's been a pure delight. Devyani, of course, has been of great help. She's been very proactive and she's taken so many initiatives and she's been very creative with ideas and how to go about things. And she's adopted the project as her own baby, and we can see it, in her work and everything. So Devyani, thank you so much for all of that. I think we've also tried to pass this on to our fellow faculty members through PD sessions, professional training sessions. So we keep on sharing the experience, calling them for observations of our classes to adapt and adopt the pedagogy. So we're learning and growing that way as well. I believe that the next step now would be to maybe make the curriculum purely based on pretext, because as of now, it's mixed with our regular curriculum. Of course, it's all student-led and experiential learning, but it would be exciting to see how it would pan out when we're only doing it through pretext. So that would be like the next aim, I believe. Thank you so much. I'd love to invite Achila ma'am.
Much, Sanvi ma'am. First of all, it was so wonderful to see the teachers who were coming to observe, the teachers from the other schools. The enthusiasm they showed in the classroom, and they were getting into how they were like the children when they were observing the classes. So it was so wonderful. I am adopting this pedagogy even with my friends when we have conversations or and this whenever we have anything to share, I adopt this in my circle time also, not only in subjects while I'm teaching a subject, or I'm adopting this, and the children are really involved when we go through pretext. So that is one wonderful thing. I would like to invite Deborah ma'am.
Debo, unmute. Debo, you are on mute.
Meanwhile, I think we could invite somebody else.
Yeah, good evening.
Oh, yes.
Am I audible? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. So I must say that thanks a lot for giving this opportunity to practice pretext. But I think it has become so much, we are blended with this. And not only the teachers, I must say that the students have also been able to understand, and they are very comfortable with this. So I must say that I will go with Achi when she mentioned that we are not only confining it with academics, but in our other circle time, as well as during the Itihas, where we are taking up different socio-cultural issues, be it inequality, justice, and other aspects. So they have been trying, pretext has been so nicely used there, and students could note down their questions, and it has been a part of my board everywhere. So class board as well as my outside boards, it has been there. So thanks a lot, Doris, as well as Sunita ma'am, for giving us this opportunity. And it has really impacted our learning, I must say that. Thank you. And I recommend now to Latika.
Thanks, Devrupa ma'am. Good evening, everyone. I would like to say that for my subject, pretext has impacted the learners a lot. They have explored a lot. They have, through that, the last segment, tangent, they have connected the concept to different other concepts and different other subjects. So the learners enjoy the pedagogy of pretext. So it's amazing. Okay, I would like to invite Nancy ma'am. Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. It is great opportunity for us to learn a new pedagogy. I found a great opportunity to learn such kind of pedagogy. I found this is child-centered. Child, am I audible to everyone?
Yes.
Hanji ma'am, we can hear you.
Yes, and I found students explore their ideas through doodling, and I found the best step is the doodling. Thank you. Sorry. Now I would like to invite Rashmi ma'am.
So before we move ahead, Doris, Nancy has come from the other school. So now
I
we're
see.
doing that. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah, go ahead. So,
Rashmi ma'am.
Rashmi,
She's not there. Now I would like to invite Indu Priya ma'am. She can join.
Okay, good evening, everyone. First of all, congratulations, Sunita ma'am, for the award. And I would like to thank you, Dr. Doris, and also Sunita ma'am, to give us this wonderful opportunity. And I believe we found a very, very effective learning, teaching pedagogy. What I never heard about this, and this is something different, which is, I can say this is in the favor of teachers, where the teachers are not going to do anything. This is basically for children, and children are only the one who is doing all the things in the class. The teachers are the only one who are telling them and instructing them whatever the things are going to be done. And the main basic and the main important thing is what I like in this pretext is the question making part. I guess in our textbooks, we don't have that much questions after the chapter. What we get from the students, number of question was so many. So my favorite part of pretext is that question making part. That's from my side. Thank you so much again, Dr. Doris, for giving this opportunity to us to learn. And with heritage, it's a big name of Delhi NCR. Thank you. Thank you so much. So I would like to invite again, I can see um, Himalaya sir, please. I would like to invite Himalaya sir. Thank you.
Hello, good evening, Dr. Doris and Sunita ma'am and all. I'm happy to, connect with you all, and the project pretext is wonderful. Actually, in previous time, I opt many pattern of learning, giving to my students, but pretext is different, which is also helped me to, giving something good to my students. So I understand if a student get more things what I give them. Thank you.
Sir, you would like to invite someone?
I would like to. Am I audible?
So whoever is left can raise their hand so that it's easy for him.
May I?
Sangeeta ma'am, you can invite.
Okay. Sangeeta ma'am, please.
Good evening.
Good evening.
मैंने एक मीटिंग अटेंड की थी उस दिन, वो मुझे बहुत अच्छी लगी। मुझे यही नहीं पता चल रहा था कि वो मैथ पढ़ा रहे हैं। बीन से उन्होंने इतनी सारी चीजें बच्चों को आधे घंटे में सब चीजें समझा दी। मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा। थैंक यू।
So I would like to translate. Would someone like to translate it for Doris?
As a maths person, should I do it? Okay, so she was praising maths teachers. And she was saying that many concepts were taught in just 13 minutes through the pretext pedagogy. And the way the pretext supported maths learning, it was great.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Proud of mathematics.
Yeah.
Archana ma'am. Archana ma'am hai?
Archana ma'am.
Archana ma'am.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for providing me this great opportunity. This is a new journey for me, for all of us, a new pedagogy which we are learning now. And we think this will help the kids in their critical thinking. This will help as a teacher for me. This will help us more. Thank you, ma'am. Now I would like to invite I think all we have done over here. It's Shweta ma'am.
Shweta ma'am is done. Sapna?
I think Sapna ma'am. Yes.
Sapna ma'am. Yeah. Sapna ma'am. Okay.
We have both Sapna ma'am and Shiva ma'am who are left.
I think Sapna, maybe there's some problem. So Shiva, would you like to go?
I'm audible, ma'am?
Yes, you are.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Doris ma'am. And this pedagogy is very different for me. And this is a great pedagogy for learners, and it works very well. Very well works for students, and I love it, ma'am. And thank you for giving me a great opportunity. Thank you, Doris ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes, I think all of us are done. Sapna ma'am, if you can एक और बार अगर आप unmute करने की कोशिश कर सकते हैं तो
Devyani,
Good
we can
evening,
invite
everyone.
you.
I'm audible, ma'am?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Hello.
Good evening, ma'am. Can
Yeah,
hear
you're
you.
Good evening,
audible.
ma'am.
Go ahead.
Good evening.
Go ahead.
Okay. Good evening, ma'am. I'm very happy to get a part of the pretext, and I learn more things and more things for the pretext from the pretext, and it is very best. Thank you so much.
Ma'am, we can even invite Devyani. She has been doing it with counselors in the classes after learning from everyone and being a part. Yeah.
Yes, I would like to invite Devyani.
So I would like to, in all honesty, tell everybody that when I heard of it in March, so I've been working on pretext since the second week of March, and at least till April, I was extremely skeptical. I coming from a science background, then I did psychology. So, and I worked a lot with, teaching, but in another setup. So, all this while I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it will be accepted. I don't know if, this is because I was reading all these evidences that heritage school teachers had made. I was looking at photographs and all photos of children smiling. I'm like, how? Obviously, the children will smile if they're clicking a picture. And something of all these things, I'm being extremely skeptical. And then I attended my first pretext class with Tanvi ma'am for English. And I would be lying if I said that I was not blown away by it. I was pleasantly surprised with how, even though I like English as a subject, to learn it through pretext was just very, I didn't know what to think about it. And I remember telling that to Sunita ma'am and to Sukrita ma'am also, that, now that I see it, I see it happening. And then I think the turning point for me was to see it being applied in mathematics, which I think is the turning point for a lot of us. When you suddenly realize that, oh, maths can also be taught this way. And if I had a maths teacher like that, I would probably for sure do maths. But it's been very, 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 very great and extremely wonderful working at Heritage and working with Dr. Doris, sort of taking pretext forward, reaching out to schools, getting them on board. It was easier for me to convince the schools once I knew in my heart that the pedagogy is going to work. And that's what Sunita ma'am told me, that you need to believe it. If you don't believe it, nobody else will believe it. So then I made sure that I worked on it and I believed it. It has been so wonderful and so warm to apply it in psychology. So I have a psychology background. I'm not a teacher. I am a counselor by profession. And I've done a lot of group work with children. So I keep looking for activities to do with them to get the point across. And I remember I did a couple of sessions with a school counselor here in pretext, and I don't know how I was able to tell them difficult concepts and, trying to make them understand a lot of difficult, big feelings in the most easiest, fun, frolicky manner that there was. And everybody was so engaged, everybody would respond, as opposed to when, you just ask them a question, nobody wants to talk. But here, I remember talking to Dr. Doris and telling her that here, the children just have an open forum to speak, and they just tag each other. And when they tag each other, the time between, oh, tum bolo and why don't you speak and all that nudging and shoving is not there. And it just keeps the ball rolling. So it has been great. It has come with its own challenges, but I have a very wonderful team who's helped me and handheld me throughout. So I'm extremely grateful to be working at Heritage with all the teachers, with Sunita ma'am, and with Dr. Doris. So it's been, you all have been extremely kind to me and extremely patient, and I'm very, very grateful for that.
I'm extremely grateful to you, Devyani, for coordinating us, for engaging teachers from other schools. And I will be even more grateful. I'm saving more gratitude when a report comes out with numbers, with study before and after. This will put us in the view of decision makers. I should say also that I'm here in Washington, D.C. That's why I'm with my phone. And I had a visit yesterday with the director of education for Latin America. But he used to be the director of education worldwide. This is Jaime Saavedra. And if we have an interesting government office that wants to expand pretexts, we have someone to talk with at the World Bank. They only work with governments, of course. But I wanted to report that from here because I told him, as I say, I brag about you all. So even though we were talking about Latin America, I said, wait till you see what's happening in New Delhi. So I wanted to share that with you. Yeah. You're part of an intercontinental family, you know.
Thank you for being that bridge. Thank you for bringing pretext to us. I think we're all really happy, and we're also happy to implement it. And that's something that I didn't know was possible, to have teachers happy implementing it and being sort of flag bearers and telling me that, oh, I'm going to do this in my class. Why don't you come and watch? It's really incredible.
I think, Doris, we have Pravan here who's just joined us. Pravan and I think Sheetal. Did Sheetal speak? So can we hear from Pravan?
Very good afternoon, ma'am. I think it's about the evening because being a school leader, it's very occasionally we had used evening. So anyhow, ma'am, pretext is such a lovely way to teach things to the students, ma'am, and the kinesthetic kind of learning for kinesthetic learners, audio learners, and to the visual learners, and it's so well designed and it's so well adapted to any kind of learning patterns, let it be any subject, ma'am. It was really nice to just because I had two sessions of pretext. And today being a Hindi Divas, I'm sorry I had joined late. So that's ma'am. But still, ma'am, it's just a lovely journey which we have just started.
Thank you.
So we do have Sheetal with us.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. So pretext, so I with pretext, I think it's been almost 2 years. I'm doing pretext in my class, and it's quite a good journey because it helps the learners to understand few topics which are there in my subject easily, and generally they don't get bored because they have different ideas about the topic, so they get time to share everything.
So Sheetal and Latika, I think chemistry is one subject which I was always very scared of, and a lot of children are. And I'm so glad that Sheetal, you're saying children are just loving it, which is like very good. Anybody else who would like to share more, anything that you would like to bring forward? Yeah, audience.
Actually, even after 2 years of meeting with Doris, my schoolmate, Doris is there. That's I called Abhilasha ma'am as Junior Doris because of their passion towards the pretext. So really, I appreciate that the Abhilasha ma'am and Tanvi ma'am's their class because I go to the different classes whenever I am free. Just I move out and without knocking the door, I go inside the class and just to see that how it is happening and everything. I enjoy that to understand their pedagogy and understanding their different methodology in the classroom which they implement. And the energy level of their class, Tanvi and Abhilasha ma'am class to implementing that the pretext, particularly pretext, they are very, very passionate into the pedagogy. So that's why I called Abhilasha ma'am as Junior Doris. It's there. You are there always in the heritage. Thank you. And also other teachers, everybody's class, I normally go, not for any observation, not for any purpose. Whenever I'm free, I go inside. Today also I went to Shruti ma'am's class. The practical is going on. I was sitting with them, with the students. And yesterday I was sitting with Latika's the class. So it's just like, so I can understand that how it's happening. It's a blended with that this pretext and the rest of in the different classroom activities and everything. I'm so happy and glad to see. And also that the teachers from other schools, they are also very excited. Indu ma'ams and their team. I'm so happy to see each and every small doubts they are asking and clearing their doubts and how it is working. And at present, its examination is going on. They are very excited to implement. Once the examination is over, they are excited to implement the pretext pedagogy in their classroom. Right. So that's, and also that once again, I'm appreciating Devyani's the work which she has contributed to this coordinating with the different schools, and that's a very difficult task actually. And I'm happy, and I'm really appreciating everyone once again.
So,
Thank you.
Udayan sir, I would like to take it from there. I think those who've just joined us, who've come for 1 or 2 sessions, trust me, if you're feeling lost, it's okay to feel lost. Because initially, when we began, I think we were all struggling in the same way. But with time, when we practiced and we started believing in it, that's what I told Devyani. I said, if you believe in something, you'll be able to do much, much more. So it's okay, dear friends. But we're so glad you've joined us. At least you've stepped into it and you've said, I'm going to take it up. That very first step means a lot. So I really want to applaud those who've joined in and those who promised me that we're going to bring in more, whether from our own. In fact, there was someone the other day who mentioned that, listen, I've brought these 5 from different school. So please feel free to bring in. This is, we're not closed at all. Anybody and everybody is welcome. Whoever wants to explore more in life, I would say. I'm saying in life, not just inside the classroom or not just in the school. In life, somebody just mentioned that I am using it in my life. I personally, I use it in all my meetings as well. I try to use whenever, I'm not in a very tensed state. I am trying to use everywhere. I use it with my husband. Earlier I used to get into it and I say, listen. And now I say, I have a recommendation. Like, okay. So thank you, Doris. You've just helped us, become better human beings. I would just say that. It's pedagogy, different trainings bring a lot to you, but what stays with you makes you a better person, makes you a happier person. So that's what has happened to me. Doris did not come to Heritage that pretext has to happen. I just, went with her to the other school and tagged along. And I said, let me just, Doris must be, what is happening to her? Why is she just following me? But I was so very, at that point in time, Doris, I told you as well that, I'm at such a phase right now that I was looking for the next step. And somehow Doris just came in and I got that new path into my life. So yeah, thank you once again. And looking forward to more and more screens, maybe bigger screens, so that we can have more people. And looking forward to having you here, Doris, so that we can really bring a brigade who could help our children.
Wonderful. I look forward to coming as well.
So,
Very much.
Sunita ma'am, I'm also want to share one thing.
Yeah.
In the starting, Doris ma'am, I was also scared. Okay, what is this pretext and all? How we implement in the classes? Our child are so youngsters. They are very young, and but when I entered Tanvi ma'am's class, and that was English class, I was wondered ki her text was flowing in the air like butterfly. What was how she is doing pretext in a flow? That was a great experience. And after attending her class, I was like, wow.
Wow.
SAB, I was wondering the teachers can teach the text like this also. So that was wonderful. And after that class, I'm also believing that pretext is gonna be, I can say, blast. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, Doris, I mean, they all took out time for the evening and you are there early morning of yours. So any thing that you're feeling about the entire thing, and you want to
Yeah,
just
I do. I thank you. What I want to say is that we should expect skepticism. We should expect skepticism. I appreciate Devyani's narrative about her own skepticism, maybe even resistance, because she studied pedagogies and psychology. And this looks so simple that we don't take it seriously. A president of a university in Paraguay said to me in Spanish that it sins by simplicity, peca de sencillo. Yeah. So on the one, and it's a double-edged comment, because he knows it works, and yet to convince decision makers that it works, here you have Sunita, who is a visionary, and she tries things out. If they work, that's great. If they don't work, well, let's go find something else. There are very few leaders who are risk takers. So expect the skepticism, and explain to your interlocutors that that's normal, that's good to be skeptical, but you should visit Tanvi's class or Udayan's class. And the fact that Udayan goes just to see how people are doing and enjoy the atmosphere, isn't that wonderful? I don't know if I've ever heard such a comment from a teacher. The generosity that you're generating in this school. I know. Sunita, are you about to cry? I feel like I'm about to cry. You know, really, the goodwill, the lack of competition, the support is so beautiful. And I remember, Udayan, remember we had a first follow-up meeting, and your students were worried that they weren't doing the tangents correctly. And then we talked about it, and you just, that was a moment. So we tried something more, but coming together and talking to each other and knowing that everyone is a star. Everyone is a star at your school, and you're bringing in more stars. It's very beautiful. So, yes, we have potential partners in Chennai. I don't know if Devyani and Naveen Jha have talked about our potential partners in Chennai, but it would be lovely to have spots in different places in India where you can share a pedagogy, which is so simple. The other thing I want to say, the very simple thing I want to say about the pedagogy, is that I frequently understand, and this is upsetting, that people who send their children to Montessori schools, graduate schools that teach about pedagogy, don't inform their students or their parents that Montessori began in a slum. They don't inform people who are responsible for children that this is a pedagogy that is good for very poor, abandoned children. We imagine that arts-based, rigorous pedagogy is for rich children whose parents can pay for it. That's criminal. Worldwide. So my part of a campaign is to tell people in the Montessori schools that the first line of the brochure should be Maria Montessori, who developed her method in the slum of Rome, is now used worldwide. No one knows this. That's part of the democratizing campaign we can make, because what we do, Avilasha is little Doris. Pretext is little Montessori. It's Montessori light. In 15 hours, you're trained as well as any Montessori teacher, and better, because you're more flexible and more collaborative. So this is Montessori light. And to share with parents of poor families that this is available and rigorous and fun, and children will enjoy themselves and feel important. As Sunita says, this is a training for life. This is not just a school class. Let's tell everyone, poor, rich, in the middle, that this is a common language, learning through making and generosity. So that's my comment for you. Yeah, and I'm very, very proud to be associated with this lovely creative group of excellent teachers.
Thank you, Doris. Doris, I wanted to say that we've been trying to bring in government schools. What happened is, when I was getting this award, I had two government school principals sitting right there, one here, one there. And I was just generally talking. I love talking. So they both said, ma'am, when can we come and see your school? How do things work? How do you teach? I said, bang on. This was something that I was really hoping for. And these two principals, in fact, there were two more who came to me. So I'm going to try to bring in, I told them, I said, see, I've been approaching government schools and they said, we will only listen to the Department of Education. If the government says, we'll do it. They said, no, we'll do it. I said, that's good. So we'll be working on that. And
Great.
so everyone here, sitting here, is a warrior, is a person who needs to very consciously look around. I didn't have to talk to them, but then I knew that if I talk, then people get to know. That's how we build community. So everyone sitting here needs to put in that extra effort, because we all want to have better learning inside the classroom and outside the classroom and in life. Yeah, Doris.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And oh, finally we have Harshita here. So we'll listen from her, Doris, and then we'll call it a day. It's been quite a long day for everybody. Harshita,
Thank you.
welcome.
Hi, good evening, Doris, and
Good
everybody.
evening.
Good morning, Doris. My
Good
apologies.
morning.
There was a little chaos and I couldn't join earlier. Pardon me for that. But I'm so happy to see you and everybody else. And I think, if I'm not wrong, I believe everybody's sharing how the experience has been post pretext training. I would say that it has only got better. Every class has been an enriching experience, and all the activities which we have been doing has made the classroom learning so much fun for me. So if I'm enjoying, I'm sure the learners are enjoying, without any doubt. So yes, it's no just one-way communication. It's interactive, and you don't know what you're learning, but you come out from every class, you do end up learning the core thing you learn in the most lucrative way. And I think the best thing is that you remember it always, because it is done through some or the other way. It's not just the board teaching or something. So yes, I'm grateful for pretext, and so happy to see it spreading far and wide. And Devyani at school has been working hard, and we're having all the teachers from government schools. And I personally spoke to some of them, and the joy of learning something new. I think that's pretty interesting, that everybody's open to try. People are doing it, but now once they have, I believe some of them, they have done a few lessons in the classes, they've started believing in it. So yes, I think the belief, once you believe in something, then you're unstoppable. So yes, I'm very, very glad that we are kicking it off, and from Vasant Kunj just spreading everywhere. So thank you once again. So much of gratitude to Pretext team, and love and regards to everybody at Harvard.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
So yeah, Doris, thank you. Once again, everybody, have a nice evening. Doris, you have a full day ahead. Enjoy your day, and wishing you all the best. And we're going to see you again whenever we'll, in fact, the moment we have more people, we would maybe do a recap or something that we could do maybe through you. We've been doing whatever you've taught us to the best of our capacity, but I think maybe we could have a little session someday for everybody with you.
Wonderful. I look forward to it. When Devyani invited me to a session, I said, just tell me what day, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm very grateful to be here with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
everybody, for your time and being here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Namaste. Thank you.